Hello, welcome back to RC Nerd. Right, let me just turn that down a bit. Right, here we go. Right, been busy today, but I've not been able to do anything, so I've been in the hospital. And when you go to the hospital, you see, this is usually what happens. I'll show you. You can get yourself in shot. They do this to you when you've been for a heart test. They end up doing this to you. See, I've got like a little MP3 on my heart, so it's like a heart monitor. See. So it checks my heart out, which is, yeah, you get used to after a bit, but you know, that's just to show you that I've been in the hospital today, and yeah, it does get to me a little bit, but I keep smiling. So I've got my friends, and I've got my family, and I've got my boys, and I've got my Matthew lads, so what more can I ask for? Anyway, we all know, shit, sorry, blooper. Anyway, technical difficulties. Remember that this is, you know, obviously, yeah. Everybody knows this is DIGGER. Right. As you know, there's lights on here and lights on there, right? Well, what I decided to do, I'll stop this anyway, it's done anyway. I'm going to put the LiPo. Put the tractor still. Oh, look at me. Yeah, so what I've done, I can go back over there, put that in there. Again, as you can tell, if you're not watching the other video, I've now got all the electrics in thanks to Space 66 and Darren. Just put them in there like that. Done a bit of tweaking to this. Going to do a ball bearing clean. I will show you how I clean the ball bearings on them. You don't have to do it the same way, like your bearings. I just do it this way. It's cheap, it's effective. Right, if you remember, right, I don't know if there's any need to put the receiver on, but we'll have a go anyway. Can you see that in shot, yeah? Right, as you remember, right, there it's fully waterproof, which is even better. Like, I'm not being funny. As you can tell, the lights aren't on because I put the freaking thing the wrong way around. You know, come on, that one. Right, as you can tell, you've got the green lights there. I'm going to turn that on. It tells me if I've left the battery on, so I've made it into a light instead of a. See? See? Well, that's how I know then the battery is off. Right, hold on. What I did with this, and I've only noticed I've got LEDs in the front. Well, the person who bought it off Turok 007, he already put the lights in, but what I was getting me was that these little LEDs might look bright, but they do actually draw a lot of ampage out of one of your batteries, and you know. So what I did was, I got a bit technical, and I'm going to show you now. In there, there's a single cell 3.7 1000 milliamp LiPo cell. It's on a combi switch that I made myself, and the wires are already in anyway. So, and remember the aerial hole here. Well, here you go. It's got, well, literally when I put that back on there. So you'll get the idea now what I mean in a minute. So when I put that on there, right, I'm going to turn this on. So everybody knows that that's how you turn it off. Right, so we know that the car's completely off. Right, and then what you do then, you know, if you've got some, I've got an idea for some body mounts as well. That tells me that, no, we just went off again. Right. And then we turn it on like that. So I'm using less battery, and then we're using a LiPo. See how bright they are. See? And a little tip for you as well. I'll bring the thingy to you. I used a bit of, you know, the aluminium tape that, well, two people sent me actually. Let's get that out of there. There you go. Anyway, literally I got some of this aluminium tape, self-adhesive tape, and I wrapped it around the actual light. So when you turn it on, it looks really bright, and it is quite really bright, really, you know. And then I've got the reds on the back. So, and I've done that, and what I did was the LiPo, the switch is actually screwed in. See, 2 little screws there. And what I did, put a bit of double-sided tape inside it, so when it pushes up, you're not putting too much strain on the screws, which I've got to slacken mine off so I can see an indentation caused there. I don't want that. But it is quite an easy process. You see, null switch, place to put it. I was going to put on the clicker, but I ain't got one, so I'm using none but the stuff that I've got lying around. No, off, on. Yeah, I think it'll be alright. It'll be okay for test anyway, but there you go. So now that comes on. Right, that on there, that on there. Got your lights on, still got your test light on. Okay. See, now I've got it, see what it is, I've only put it on as a test, but there you go. So when it's on like that, it starts getting dark, you know the lights are on, telling you the car's on. There you go. And it looks really smart actually when you've got the lights on. Because now I've got the expert, you know, I've got the distance between. I'm going to actually put undercar neons in here, next green ones, and they'll be on the floor. So next time you see that, they'll be added as well, because I can add up to 12 to 15 LEDs on that one battery. So the best thing is, see, no messing, so I can always do the work properly. But there you go, that's how you do that. Speak to you soon. Ta-da!